Welcome back. All right, here's our next video. Today we're going to talk about the Cyclopes. One Cyclops, many Cyclopes. All right, you might remember a particular Cyclops, Polyphemus, from the Odyssey. That is basically the same kind of creature as the ones we're going to talk about today. However, it's not of like the same race or family. That is, there are going to be many other Cyclopes in Greek mythology, and specifically the one in the Odyssey is actually the son of the sea god Poseidon, which is of course incredibly important to the plot of the Odyssey because of what Odysseus does and how Polyphemus gets Poseidon to cause problems for Odysseus. That's going to happen way later. We're still here at the beginning of the universe. Where we left off, Gaia and Uranus have created life, and we have monsters. Remember how we talked about the Hecaton Kyries last time? The Cyclopes today. These are the three original Cyclopes, again different than many other Cyclopes that are gonna come up later in the stories. All right, so they're giants too. These are all enormous, monstrous beings. And last time we talked about, what's a monster? And again, why does this look so weird and strange and repulsive to us? Is it just because it's different? Or is it because it's close to being like we are, but a little bit different? Kind of like the uncanny valley experience when you look at like CGI that gets really close to looking human, but not quite there, and you kind of are weirded out by it. So first, let's hear from Hesiod. Again, Hesiod the Theogony is our best source of the original Greek version of the beginning of the universe. So we're talking about Gaia here and creating life. She bore the Cyclopes too, with hearts of stone, Brontes, Steropes, and the ponderous Arges, who gave Zeus thunder and made the thunderbolt. In every other respect, they were just like gods, but a lone eye lay in their forehead's middle. They were nicknamed the Cyclopes because they had a single goggle eye in their forehead's middle, strong as the dickens, and they knew their craft. And that's all Hesiod gives us about the origin of the Cyclopes. There were three of them, and again, Hesiod even gave them names. So let's look at some artistic renderings of Cyclopes. And of course, artists over the centuries and millennia, and of course today in the modern age, make them appear monstrous. They're violent. They're destructive. They're a force to be reckoned with. They're something you would naturally be afraid of. And of course, the one eye being the prominent feature. But very large, muscular, naturally strong. Perhaps they have some clothing, like some armor. Maybe they have some brutish weapons, like a club. Maybe they're sort of like comic relief, kind of like how the trolls are in The Hobbit, that they're so big and powerful that, they don't have really much upstairs. And maybe they're easily fooled, easily tricked. And again, just absolutely enormous. Like, unlike how Polyphemus, the Cyclops in the Odyssey, is described as he's maybe like twice the height of a man or maybe 3 times the height of a man, these are like hundreds of times the height of a man. Truly gigantic, titanic. Maybe they're sympathetic characters, like they didn't do anything wrong. They were just called monsters as soon as they were born, and so they live up to their monstrousness. Here's an ancient sculpture. Again, notice how like the artist even like puts the eye sockets where our eyes would go, because that's how we naturally think and feel, like there should be something there, and then he kind of puts the eye above them. This is an ancient sculpture. With modern CGI, you can actually make it fairly human looking, to have that one eye socket centrally located. Again, maybe you're kind of conceiving them like trolls from The Hobbit. That's a good starting point. Really big, really strong, not the brightest. scary in one way or another. This one has piercings. This one has a big beard. But again, notice that one eye, and here there are 3 of them. There should be 3 of them. So you want to incorporate ideas that you've seen in some of these images. Maybe they've got chains because, of course, they're going to get locked up by Gaia and Uranus. Maybe give it a horn, give it tusks. This is your version that you're going to be writing up and drawing. Why are they monstrous? Did they do anything wrong? Did Gaia and Uranus just think they're monsters and immediately attack them? Or are they actually destructive and bloodthirsty? Again, you get to decide in your version. Big and strong. Again, think of like what you really think of as being monstrous. Are they trying to scare you? Or will they only attack you if they're provoked? All right, so again, here are many different versions from various artists of various time periods depicting the Cyclopes. And now it's again going to be your turn. Just like we did with Gaia and Uranus and Chaos and Hecaton Kyries, you're going to work in your notebook first. Again, follow the instructions in the Google form, and then do your own artistic version, and then do your own typed up version as well. Okay, Cyclopes for today. Have a happy Monday.